In the Triad of North Carolina, where Emerald Hills roll, the Sharp Loan Team is on a mission to achieve housing goals. With St. Patrick's Day coming, it's a time of luck and cheer. Let's seize the moment and make your dream home appear. Like a pot of gold at Rainbow's End, your perfect house awaits. You'll need a pre-approval to have better rates. In the fields of Winston-Salem, where four-leaf clovers grow, we'll guide you through the process, keeping you in the know. This March, when it's warmer and luck and magic fill the air, your home sweet home is waiting for your tender, loving care. So don't delay, reach out today and let's embark on this quest. With luck and expertise, we'll ensure you're truly blessed. Together, we'll find your treasure at Rainbow's shining end. With the Sharp Loan Team, you'll always have a friend.
This is the Triad Podcast Network.
Welcome to the 16th episode of Top Tier Talks. We have member and coach Garrett here with us. He walked into our gym back in July of 2022.
22.
Yeah, I just moved here from Springfield, Missouri to start med school and started kind of as a loner in the open gym, just doing his own thing. We can talk about first impressions in a little bit, but has since become an integral part of our community and a coach and competes with some of our fellow members in competitions. So welcome to Top Tier Talks.
Thank you. It's so fun to be here. I know you guys talked about having me on for a long time, but I was really hoping it would come. So really happy.
For those of you who have never seen Garrett or know Garrett, Garrett is what I would like to describe as a lab. Like, if you just pat him on the head every once in a while and tell him he's a good boy, he's just going to be so happy. He's just going to run around and just try and make everybody else laugh, because that's where he's most comfortable.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, lab.
That's a good description.
Lab.
Yeah. Yep. Black lab or brown lab?
Chocolate.
I'll take it.
Brown. Right.
Blue eyes.
Probably, yeah.
Cool.
I know you have brown eyes now, but yeah.
I'll take it. That's good.
Lab.
Yeah.
Loves the water. Yeah. Just simple.
Yeah.
Simple things in life, right?
Yeah. I've got that description.
Do you like the? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Do you like the water in real life, like the beach or lakes or anything?
Love the water.
Love the water.
Yeah,
exactly.
Beach. Always went family vacations to Florida. Love the beach.
We're at in Florida.
It's called Navarre. It's like right by Pensacola.
Okay.
It's in between Pensacola and I think Fort Walton, maybe somewhere around there.
I went to Pensacola in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Pensacola Christian College.
You went to college?
No, I went. That's pretty funny. High school.
Pretty funny guy.
I said.
Oh, okay.
For a basketball tournament, but it was the Christian college.
Oh,
yeah, it's a unique experience.
fitting.
Yeah, very fitting.
Someone didn't pay
So we didn't. No, I did not. We weren't allowed to go to the beach.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it was. Again, we've never gotten into my growing up story. We're not doing it today, but it's pretty funny.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Why don't you start us off with our first general question with Garrett?
All right. What does fitness mean to you now, and how has that kind of evolved throughout the course of your life? Just like an overlay. Like, I know you got some interesting stories, like with knee surgeries and stuff, and kind of what is fitness to you is the simple question.
Okay, that's
starting. I mean, you can give us kind of broad brushstrokes of like growing up. What did you do for fitness?
And then we kind of delve in and ask questions as it goes. But yeah,
it kind of started out just not really having like any fitness background and really just playing sports. And I played baseball like growing up, and then I remember going into high school. I was probably like one of the bigger dudes in my class, and so you would think like, oh, this dude's got to be strong, but that was just not the case. And I went in first baseball, like early morning workouts. It's like 5 a.m. and we were maxing hang cleans and back squat, and I back squatted 185, and I probably weighed like 170. So not very like strong or anything. And then I missed a hang clean at like 115. Or something. And I mean, I don't know. I think.
What year of high school?
I was a freshman then.
Okay.
So I was 15. So my parents like dropped me off and everything.
At 5 a.m.
At 5 a.m. 3 days a week for half the year, and then 5 days a week for like the other half of the year.
High school did you go to?
Kickapoo.
Is that like
High
common?
School.
I mean, I just don't think there's many high school baseball teams in North Carolina that are getting up at 5 a.m. to do strength training. I could be wrong about that.
Maybe.
I went to Camp Kanakuk in Missouri.
No way.
And there was Camp Kickapoo, or there was Kickapoo and Kiowas, where it's like the... I
Yeah.
don't know. So what is... Yeah, Kickapoo. That's interesting.
So Kickapoo is probably the biggest high school in Springfield. It's like class 5 or 6 for... Football is 6, which is the highest class in Missouri. And then baseball is class 5. I think we had around 2,000 kids.
Oh, wow.
It was a big school. And our coach was a really good player, like back in the day. And he had very high expectations of like everyone. And so every year, like if you were interested in playing baseball, you had to go to a meeting. And then during the meeting, he's like, he'd go through this whole speech about like morning workouts, and here's like all the requirements. And he's like, now morning workouts are not required, but in my 20 years of coaching, I've never had a player on the team who did not attend morning workouts. It was like, you have to go, but I'm going to tell you, you don't have to go. But if you're not there, you're not playing for me. It was, yeah, he was like super based on discipline and everything. And he was a really good dude and a really good guy to look up to.
Are you still in touch with him?
A little bit. I've seen him a few times whenever I've gone back. I mean, we always talk and catch up and stuff, but I don't text him or anything. He's more old school. I don't even know if he texts. I mean, I'm sure he does, but yeah. So,
Just curious.
huh?
Did you play baseball all 4 years?
Me? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I played baseball.
Did you get stronger?
Yes. So yeah, back to the fitness. That was like a defining moment because I was just like super weak and it pissed me off. And I missed the hang clean and the coach was right behind me and he like watched me do everything and then he's like, yep, you're done, and walked off. And I was like, oh. So that following summer I joined a CrossFit gym and I was still 15 and it was like a mile away from my house, or like a mile and a half. So I rode my bike to the gym every day, worked out at the 9 a.m. and then rode back for a whole summer. And at that point, I was just like, I'm the weakest dude here. I'm not very good, but that's not how it's going to be. And so it was basically all for competition.
How was it coming back in the fall after doing your summer, like working out?
Yeah, I came back really good. Like I could pretty much compete with like all the senior dudes. And then by the time I was a junior, I was the strongest dude there by far. Yeah. I mean, I deadlifted like...
Just how proud. He's like a rat.
I mean, I am.
I brought the duck. I got it.
I mean, yeah, but...
Did you keep doing those group classes in the school year or in the summer? Or was it just that one summer you did it and then...
I still kept doing it during the summer. I would just always go back to the same gym because it was super close to my house.
Were you the strongest person in the gym?
I was, because I was working out with like... I knew it. Well, I mean, it was...
That's why I came in here the way he did.
Oh my gosh. Well, I was not as good as like the coach. The coach was a monster. But he had gone to the quarterfinals and stuff, or whenever they had you like actually, travel for the regionals. He was crazy. But I was not like that. I tried to be. So yeah, it was all about being better and trying to be the best person just because I wanted to. And so I could be better at sports. But after that, I guess in college, it still kind of turned into just like staying in shape, but wanting to be able to be competitive if I wanted to, but not necessarily like I'm going to commit and just be super good or anything like that. I think it's more for just health.
So what did you do in college?
In college, I joined another CrossFit gym that was on the other side of town because then I lived in the dorms. And so my home was on the opposite side of town. The college is on the other side.
Where'd you go to college?
Missouri State. Yes. So I joined another smaller CrossFit gym.
In Springfield too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you were same place.
Same place.
Same town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other side of town. In the dorm.
I was like 15 minutes away from home, other side of town. Zip back and forth on the weekends. Shout out to my mom. She would always do my laundry, cook me food.
That's nice of her.
Yeah. So it was good. But then it was a small gym. I joined Open Gym and did Open Gym there for like a year. I didn't really like the gym. It was like, it's called Royal, and they have like a strongman part, and there's like a lot of bodybuilding and stuff, and that was fine because the CrossFit part was like in the other room. But then they had an owner change, and I paid the open gym fee, but the owner like texted my mom of all people and was like, your son's gonna have to start paying the class CrossFit fee, because they also did classes. And I was like, no, I'm joining a new gym. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. And so yeah, I left right there.
So you've always been an open gymmer. Never, okay.
Yeah, started out with like the classes, just going to 9 a.m. But after I got into college, probably like my freshman year of college, it was just all.
Strongest person in the room.
That's exactly right. Yes, precisely.
Please have nothing left to teach.
Well, basically, I'm always a student. I'm always learning, but yeah. So yeah, that's how.
First workout we did together.
Ooh, I don't know. Probably something I beat you in though.
Maybe. You didn't beat me on the running bar muscle up workout for Wadapalooza last year. Because I remember I told you should beat me in this workout. And you're like, yeah, don't worry. And then I look over at one point, you're failing bar muscle ups. So,
Hey, I've gotten a lot better since then.
I didn't say you hadn't.
That's fair. It wouldn't happen now.
Probably.
It's time to get serious about your financial future. It's never too early, but it could be too late to get started. And that's oftentimes the hardest part, getting started. How much do I save? Where do I invest? Do I save for college or retirement? How much for each? And who do I talk to about it all? Okay, we'll keep things simple for now and help you answer the last one. We recommend you begin with a local financial advisor. And that's Jennifer Johnson of Three Magnolias Financial Advisors. She'll sit down with you for a complimentary introductory consultation and go over all of your questions. Get started on the path to achieving your financial goals. Visit 3magnoliasfinancialadvisors.com or call 336-701-1600. Get comfortable with your financial future. 3 Magnolias Financial Advisors. Retirement, financial planning, and investments. Securities offered through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through 3 Magnolias Financial Advisors. 3 Magnolias Financial Advisors and Cetera Advisor Networks are not affiliated. Cetera is under separate ownership from any other named entity.
And did you take any time off between school and med school?
I did
College and med
not.
school?
Mm-mm. I went straight through. I kind of wanted just like get it done. I don't know. I didn't want to sit around and take a whole year to like work a job I didn't really care about, or just, I don't know. It felt kind of like wasted time. And I would have been fine with it if I didn't get in, but I did. So
What made you, when did you decide you wanted to go to med school?
Good question. Senior year of college is a funny story. Senior year of high school. I'm sorry. Somebody in my life told me that I couldn't. I was like toying around with all these ideas, and I was like, they wanted to be a doctor. And I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, I think I kind of want to be a doctor too. And
Who was this person?
It was my ex-girlfriend.
It's all right.
I know, it's funny. And then I feel like everyone knows the story, but then she was like, I don't think you can do that. You're not smart enough or something like that. And I was like, really?
Did she become an ex-girlfriend in that moment?
Like a month
after?
later.
Okay.
I think it was like a month later. It was like very shortly after. But
The
yeah.
writing was on the wall.
Yeah, it was. That really pissed me off. And I was like,
back from that.
yeah, I was determined. So after that
Is she in
point,
med school now? Do you know?
no,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Excuse.
I don't pay much attention.
So that was a driving force for everything?
Yeah, that was pretty much a driving force for everything. I mean, I guess it just took someone to tell me that I couldn't do it, and then I was like, I'm going to prove you wrong.
Is there anything about like being a doctor that made you want to do medical school? Apart from somebody telling you couldn't do it.
I think that was really like what got me interested. But then the more that, I worked and shadowed like people that I knew, the more that I actually realized that I really enjoyed it. And then I started paying more attention in like science classes and stuff, because I didn't really pay that much attention in high school. I remember I dropped out of one of the classes. It was supposed to be really hard. It was like AP biology, and I was like, I'm not doing this, dude. I'm like a junior or senior. I'm not doing that. And it wasn't required, so I changed that for team sports. I had a great time.
Team sports.
Oh, team sports, best high school class in my high school. It was awesome. You just go there and you do team sports.
As a period of the day?
Yeah. And we only had 4 periods, so this is taking up like an hour and a half at least. Wow. I took it twice. Oh, yeah, it was great. I'm going to be honest, my cousin's taken it like 4 times. I'm pretty sure. They also had a weightlifting class, but like middle of the day, you don't want to go get sweaty and stuff, so we would just go.
It sounds like a very sportsy high school.
Yeah.
Right? If it's division or whatever, 5-6 clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, they were really good. Like we had really, really good sports teams whenever I first got there, but my senior class and the class above us weren't nearly as good or athletic. But
So then you're on the path. So you did pre-med in college.
Pre-med in college. I went in undeclared as a major, just because I don't know. My mom wanted me to go in undeclared and like try to just feel out what I would like and stuff, but it didn't take long. I just wanted to do it, so committed, boom, and then started shadowing. Did some like volunteering, just tried to build my application pretty much like the second semester of college, all throughout that, and then applied.
Let's go back to childhood a little bit. Baseball. Injuries.
Yes.
You got a unique knee. I like to think I have a unique knee.
I got 2 unique
Yeah.
knees.
All right. Good job. Good job, buddy. You were born that way, though, right?
I was. So I was born with what's called bilateral congenital discoid meniscus, and that just means your meniscus, I guess technically it should be like a cup to where it cups the inside of your bone, but mine was basically inside out, so it was more bulging, and so the bones rubbed on it, made more contact with it, and so it left it like more susceptible to tear.
And you tore both of them?
I tore both of them.
Or both knees?
I tore the first one whenever I was 11, my left knee, when I was at a water park, and I was running up a slide, and I fell on the slide. My knee like jams the side of the slide, and I just go head first through the slide and like come out in the water below. And I was like, oh, I can't walk. I couldn't swim. I was like hopping on one knee just to like get to the side, and then it was torn. Nobody thought it was torn. It is the good part. I played catcher, and I was like 11 years old, and I caught for 9 months on this like torn meniscus, and I was like limping all over the place. It always hurt, and nobody could figure out what was wrong with it. Because I mean, it's super unlikely for an 11-year-old to tear something in your knee. But eventually, I had a friend who I played sports with. His dad was an orthopedic surgeon. And so I think my parents talked to him, and he was like, well, you should probably get like an MRI or something and look at it. So that's what we did, and it was torn.
And then did you get it repaired surgically?
Yes. I think they just scoped it. I don't know what
at 11 years old, I'd imagine they would. I would think they would just clean it out.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
So that was the first one, and then the second one was 13, and I was skiing, and I was like about to fall, and then I like kind of turned. Basically, my right leg sort of planted, and then my body just swung around on the right side, so it's more of just like a spinning motion. And I mean,
that's how I tore my cartilage.
Yeah, and just after, like, as soon as I realized I didn't fall and then started going straight, I was like, oh man, that really hurts. Yeah. So that was number 2.
And did you immediately get it imaged and?
I don't think it was immediate. It was a few months after. Not like 9 months like the first one, but it was a few months.
Any other surgeries on the knees? Okay.
Those are the only 2.
So I'm still beating you by 2.
Yeah.
Just one knee.
You can win that competition any day of the week. That is something I do not want to beat you at.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
This time of year, people like to make plans for what they want to accomplish. Maybe your focus in 2024 is buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Maybe it's purchasing your first home or building wealth for your family. Whatever your goals are, the agents at the Ginther Group can help. It's never too early to begin working with Blake Ginther and his team, who have been a trusted resource to the Triad community since 2010. To reach Blake and his team at the Ginther Group, just visit theginthergroup.com or give them a call, 336-283-8689.
Transitioning from college to med school, how has fitness and your goals and things, like how has that shifted or not shifted?
Good question. I think now I still want to be to a point where I can be competitive if I want to, but I just like moving and staying fit. Like I want to stay strong. I want to be able to like continue to do these things as long as I can. And then I think looking like long term, I never want to be like too weak to be able to do something or like too unconditioned to do something. Like if a friend asked me to run 5 miles or whatever 10 years from now, I want to be like, yeah, let's go. Or, you want to like, let's go bench and squat at the gym. Let's go do a workout. Let's do whatever. Like I want to be able to do that. So just kind of training for that now. Stay strong, stay fit, ready to compete. If Wadapalooza comes knocking, I got to answer that call.
Yeah, you just shifted to the Garrett programming.
The Garrett programming, yes.
Which consists of?
I'm going to try to do it similar to HWPO because I've done that and it worked really well. I really, really love that program and I got really strong on it. Me and my friend both did it. We both got really strong, really fit. And so I'm trying to base it off that, but I need to find a way to make it work in like an hour's period of time or like an hour and a half. So I'm just not going to have that time here in a few months. So I'm thinking just keeping it pretty simple with like conditioning. So just like one movement, running, rowing, biking, trying to do that every day because that's also like one of my weaknesses. So just attacking that, focusing on that, and then progressively like either changing the distance or the rest time like over a period of 12 weeks. So hopefully at the end I'll be able to get stronger. And then also I would like to run more because running the 5K at Wadapalooza, we had to run a 5K for Wadapalooza. It absolutely murdered me. And I mean, up until like 2 weeks ago, like 2 weeks after the competition, my knees were like, oh, you messed up, bro. It was not good. They were super, super sore. I think just because the course was like super hilly and like you're turning left and right like all the time.
It was on a mountain bike course, right?
Yeah.
It was not
No.
It was not a trail run. It was like a mountain bike with wood platforms and just. I'm not sure if that'd be a good idea to run that.
Yeah,
I guess it's Miami, so they want to make it trailish and make elevation, but at that point, it's just throw in a rucksack and tell them to ruck it. Like, my opinion.
I know.
No one cares.
No, it was crazy.
I don't know what opinions are like.
That's right. It was crazy. It was a completely wild experience, but it inspired me. I'm like, well, I want to be. I need to run more. Like, I need to be able to run more without my knees hurting.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I talked to David about it, and he was like, dude, you should just start running like a little bit, but slowly increase it over time. Like, I think the more often that you would run, probably the better that you'd feel.
Let's make a bet right now.
What's the bet?
That by the end of the year, my 5 mile time is faster than yours. Why are you hesitating? You got two bad.
I'll take you on. I don't care.
Yeah, okay. What's the bet then?
I think we're all like, we don't. Should you run 5? Are you gonna run 5 miles?
Well, yeah. The only thing I was thinking about is, dude, you can barely like walk up the stairs without being like, oh man,
I didn't say I'd feel good.
Mind over matter, but no, I don't want to hurt you.
The hesitation of like
The sport that I'm training for, like I need to be able to run. Like, that's one of the things.
Yeah, 5 miles.
Okay, what is the bet?
Okay,
what's the bet? You said you'd accept the bet.
I would accept the bet, but typically when somebody presents a bet, they already have like an end goal in mind.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, what?
Some sort of whiskey.
Okay, you got to find Buffalo Trace and give it to the other person.
Good, I'm down.
Okay.
When's the date?
Shoot.
End of the year. Y'all need as much time as possible, right? December.
You gonna have any free time in December? I don't know what you're going to
It's probably cold. I'm more of a summer runner. I like to go tarps off so I can work my tan. I was thinking more like August.
Okay. All right.
Give me like August, September.
All right. September. Let's go September.
September 1.
All right. September 1.
Date is set. Okay.
What's that be like a Sunday? You're coming off like a 16-hour shift. Like, I'm here, buddy.
So be it. I'll still beat you. I'm ready for it.
Maybe.
Okay.
Buy a house.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the Garrett program. And strength.
What's the strength?
Strength, back squat, bench, deadlift, clean, snatch. I mean, pretty much
The Big Five.
Big five. Mm-hmm. I'm copying what HWPO did. They're doing like heavy sets.
Like from the first one that was released? I don't know if it's changed now.
From the one that they're doing now.
Oh, so you signed up for HWPO?
No, but I know a guy.
Know a guy.
Yeah, I know a guy. It's all about knowing guys. But yeah, they do like they'll do like 3 sets of 6 or 3 sets of 3 or whatever.
Yep.
And then in between those, you do sets of like 12, 15, 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you do heavy and then.
Like alternate back and forth.
Oh wow.
It's hard. Like
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah,
hard.
we did that strip press one day. That was a training thing.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah.
Was that training think tank or HWPO?
HWPO.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. We were doing
Training
like
think tank's doing the same thing. That's a little weird. I was just looking for the HWPO book. I thought we had it here.
I think I gave it to Chris.
Oh, okay.
I bought that.
Yeah, I had it too. Yeah.
I got that.
Did you read Froning's book first?
No.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh my gosh. No, I just stick to Frazier. Frazier's my guy, so try to do what he does.
Okay. All right.
And what are you looking forward to? You're about to transition into your 3rd year
Yes.
of medical school.
Yes.
Which is going to be a big transition
Huge.
from the classroom to real life clinical work. What are you looking forward to? What are you nervous about? Yeah.
Oh, I am so excited.
And how are you? I guess you already spoke to like how you're going to include fitness.
Yeah, I'm just super excited. I am not like a bookworm at all. You know, I love coming here and like throwing down, let's get dirty. Like I'm going to throw some chalk on, let's lift these weights, like run around the building, whatever. And just staying in my apartment all day and studying is like so over it, you know. It's just so exhausting just because I'm not a guy to just like sit by a desk. So I'm really excited to at least like walk around the hospital. I mean, talk to some people, like these social opportunities for what they are, even though it is school. Like, I'm so ready for that, and just to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you start with emergency room?
Yes, I start in the ER and then go family med, surgery, neurology, psychiatry. It's like my first semester.
So nothing that you're nervous about? It's all positive feelings.
It is all positive feelings. There's seriously nothing that I'm nervous about. Like I'm so excited. They like ask you questions and stuff and make you look really silly, you know? I'm so ready for that. Like somebody please just like make me look so dumb in front of everyone because I want to learn and like I just want that experience and I want that like interaction with people. I mean,
You feel it probably will motivate you to be better,
exactly.
learn more. Yeah.
Yes. So no, I do not feel nervous. Well, I guess the one thing I would feel nervous about is the time requirement because it is pretty hefty for some of the different rotations. That's just.
And do you know what field you want to go into? Like what specialty or anything yet?
I'm trying to keep the doors open a little bit, but I am thinking something with surgery. So either general surgery or orthopedic surgery. We'll see though. No hard commitments. I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
Follow your mom's advice about going undeclared into school. You're going to go undeclared into your rotations.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the game plan. I do love like the actual surgery part though. Is really cool because I got to do a research opportunity over the summer and learn more about surgery, and that was a really cool experience.
Operating on pigs.
Operating on pigs, yes, but it was a blast. We had a good time. See, there's also the nerdy side of me that's like, oh, pig surgery, dude. This is the coolest thing.
And do you miss Missouri, or have you been happy in Winston?
I do miss Missouri, and I miss my friends and family because all my family's in Missouri. But it's been a good transition. I feel like Winston is pretty similar to how Missouri's structured, like size-wise, and the people are pretty similar. Like everyone seems pretty nice. So it's been a good transition, but I do miss the people from Missouri. I mean, I had a good community between like all of my high school buddies. We still hung out all the time. kind of maintain those relationships. And then also had a really good gym that I went to in Springfield, and I had a ton of friends there. And so that was another good connection. Yeah. When I go back, I try to go. I see everyone. It's fun.
Well, we are very grateful for you, Garrett. We're grateful that you're a part of our coaching staff and member at the gym, and have enjoyed having you here. We're excited to see what the next 2 years have in store for you.
Sweet. Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. It's been fun.
Hey, thanks for listening to this episode on the Triad Podcast Network. Our mission is simple: provide information, advice, and stories about the people and places that make the North Carolina Triad such a great place to be. You can find us by searching Triad Podcast Network on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, pretty much wherever you like to listen. If you like what you heard and want to support the show and those that contribute, we would truly appreciate a rating and review on your favorite podcast app. It helps spread the word along, as do your shares on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Triad Podcast. To get in touch with us, simply email info@triadpodcast.com. Thanks for listening.
This is the Triad Podcast Network.